Good morning. Sound check. Grab a cup and join me. Hi, everybody. There goes the announcement. Right on time. All right, let's go. It's hard to come up with content the day after a live, and thank you all for joining us yesterday on Hook and Stitch. Oh my gosh, it was great. But I have things. I got a new Crochet World magazine. I've got some different kind of D-stash. Yep. What else? I've got some edgings I want to talk to you about to use on your booties and on your baby items. So good morning from Texas, I see. Karen and Latoya. And other people live so far away that they're still here. Already 10 in the room. Thank you very much for the thumbs up, too. I'm looking around here. What did I bring out? I didn't make any more socks this week. I was a little tied up with next week's project. So I hope that's okay. Oh, yes, and the jewelry this week is going to be bracelets. I knew they weren't far away. Linda says, I made it. How far are you away? The Quilty Crocheter. I don't know what time zone you are in. You don't need to tell me where you live. This is a public page. Boy, all kinds of names. I know just about everybody, though. I mean, so far. So far. How's the sound? You didn't tell me that. From Virginia. See that? Yeah. Well, you're in the same time zone, so. Hi, Stephen. You were away for a week or so. I haven't seen any comments from you lately. I love it when everyone is not afraid to say good morning, that they're here. Because in a lot of chat rooms, I see 3 people talking and I see 50. And they're not talking. Either they're afraid or something. Arkansas. Okay. All right. Well, we've been doing socks this week. I hope everybody loved the pattern that I picked out. Were you shocked when you did the heel? The ones that have done it, I've been seeing a couple finishes pop up. That's awesome. In the garden already? We're not. It's too cold here to start the garden, unless you want to do like a few onions. We had snow like 2 or 3 days this last week. And then yesterday it was like 70, so it melted, of course, but it was so cold and the wind was blowing and oh my gosh. Okay, so if you do your socks, just post your finished socks in the post on my Facebook group and you'll be entered into this week. This is let's see, this was number 8 make along. Yep, I did number them in my book. And it was a nice little pattern from Croby Crochet. And it was a tutorial, but a couple people told me that you could get the written pattern, which I didn't know that. But that was cool. So I made a regular pair with the regular top, which you can also turn over and make a cuff if you wanted to. And these were made out of the Regia Baby Smiles, and that was one skein of it. And then I made some out of this beautiful wool-like. And I showed this last week. I made a shorty pair. And on the shorty pair, I put a little bit of Lulu. And I had Deb get me like every color of the Lulu because she lives near a Hobby Lobby and I don't. So this is the lilac one. And that has lots of halo and makes the cuff of your sock so soft. And if you buy a skein of this, it'll last like for a million socks. Oh, I see. So you've been really busy. Steve says you've been doing all of the gardening. Nice. So that is what I would use on these kind of cuffs and stuff if you want to do that soft edging. But today what I did was I brought out a couple more. I brought out a couple other edgings to talk about today because I was going through my boxes. I have 2 or 3 boxes that say baby on them. And a lot of the edgings I picked up either from AC Moore in their dollar bin or from Hirschner's when they do their dollar, like maybe they're clearancing out something. So I look at it and I'll say, well, what the heck is it? And if I don't know, I'll get 1 or 2 skeins of it just to see. And so I brought out this one. It's called Basic Yarn, and I have a couple of them. And it's so weird. It's kind of like terry cloth. So it's real cushiony. But it also has a whole bunch of flex in it. See that? So this is what I would use for an edging. I wouldn't necessarily use this for an item. So I have one of those. And this one, I was reading the chat. It's 100% polyester, so you can imagine how cushiony, soft that it turns out when you use it. So I'm not quite sure what you would call that, but probably almost a 5. Now let's see what they say. Comes in 37 yards is all. And it's not giving me. No, doesn't have a rating on it. But it's very cushiony. So that was one of them that I brought out. And then I brought out one that's a little bit less. It is also called the Basic. Basic 2. This one has 65 yards. And this one, it's like the little fuzzies are stuck to a string. So again, I would probably use this as an edging. And this basic yarn, it was from Hirschner's, and they don't come off. Nothing's coming off. You know, when we got the Just Flex, that was different. This is definitely stuck on there. I can. Oh, you know why? Because it's not. Oh, it's stuck on there because it's twisted. This is a separate strand with these twisted around it. Okay. Well, that makes total sense now. And then like I said, I bought this one out. This is a pink and a blue twisted together. So this one, Let me see. It doesn't want to tell me anything about it. Okay. It seriously doesn't. I think because when they made these up and they took the label and they crossed it over the information, so I can't see it. Okay, and then I got a third one. Wow, 34 people. All right. This one is more like an eyelash, and it is an eyelash. So lots of halo. And again, I would use this to just soften up the corners and hide all my mistakes. Not that I have any, but it's a good, idea. And it's tan and cream. So it could be like a neutral for just about any color. Yeah, and this one says 100% polyester. Something tells me that this is polyester because it's in the same base and it has the same. But like I said, this one is called Fashion 2 and a novelty yarn. And oh, so soft. So I have one each of these today to talk about. So I'm hoping that you're having fun with this sock and that you are picking out something to make it your own and letting me see. So if you are having trouble with the wool-like, maybe possibly is the needle not small enough, or you're just not used to using one fine. Maybe try doubling it. Just a thought. It might not work. Not quite sure if it will. All right, well, what I'd like to tell you about today, as far as jewelry-wise, is we have a giveaway today. How the giveaway works is I'm going to show you some jewelry. I used to be a paparazzi consultant, and I've been giving away a piece of jewelry every Sunday morning, and my moderator, Deb, marks the chat, which she will do now, and if you'd like to win one of these beautiful bracelets. Now, there are two of them. Today's magic word, shall we say, will be the color of your choice. So this is pink, and it has a stretchy, so it will fit everyone. They are lead and nickel free. This one's pink and silver, and this one's blue and silver. So at this moment, if you'd like to win one of these, you need a United States address, need to be subscribed to my channel, and write in the word blue or pink for your choice of today's bracelet giveaway. Has all kinds of different beads on it. They're both the same, but one is pink and one is blue. So these are the jewelry giveaways today. So if you win, you're going to send me an email or a message telling me to claim your prize from today's D-Stash. Or it's a D-Stash, I don't know. I guess it is. The jewelry one. And then I'll send out the choice that you chose. The color that you chose, I should say. Okay, Deb, I think they've decided what color they wanted, so go ahead and mark the chat. Now what's going to happen is Deb's going to go back and count all the names, minus the duplicates. Draw a winner, draw a number, and match that to a winner and let us know. Thanks, Deb. Deb's a busy woman this weekend. She's off running to church doing stuff all weekend. So, and she has a baby shower. Yep. So she's been cranking out the blankets. She has. So yes, socks are the make along. We will be letting you finish up that make along for the rest of the week. The last day to enter will be next Sunday, and I'll draw a winner next Sunday on the live. And your choice of prizes for that make along are 2 skeins of this Regia that I used, Baby Smiles. They're 2 full skeins. I can make two sets. And this is actually 115 yards in it. And I think that it actually said it had wool in it. However, okay, virgin wool, 75% Sherwola. Oh yeah, that's a German name. So that means virgin wool. And 25% polyamide. All right, so that is one of the choices. And then the other choice is a very dark purple in the wool-like. And it is a dark purple. So this one's called, purple. And I'm throwing in one of my daisy stitch markers. So even if you choose these as the winner, you'll still get the daisy stitch marker. 41 people. All right. Okay. So those are the choices. I went shopping at Michael's to see if there was any of those, clearances and stuff. And you'd look at the rack and the whole rack would be regular price. And one of the colors would have like a yellow tag on it for a little bit left. So I found this skein of true blue on here. And I'm like, holy cow, is that bright? It was $3. So I was like, oh, I'll grab it just to try it. I haven't tried it. Boy, is this soft. It is really soft. It is hot pink. It's a 241 yard skein, a 3 light, 100% rayon from Bamboo. Deb says there's 27 entries, and anybody who ever wants to help me out with shipping from any of my make-alongs and my D-stashes, please feel free to click on the little $ there and do a super chat. That's the only way I believe that you can help me, unless you send me something that you want me to give away, which people have done. So let's see. I am going to talk about the Crochet World magazine that came today, or yesterday. Welcome, everybody that's just getting here. There's 43 in the room, so we're good. We're good. All right. Okay, so this one is the June 21, 2021. And on the front, it shows a doily. Really pretty one. I don't know if it's in here. I haven't opened this book. I'm going to open it with you guys, and we'll go through. First thing it starts out with is a purse. Interesting. That is very pretty. It does have crocheted handles on it. The winner today of today's bracelet was Mandala Sparkle, and she picked the blue one. So later on, we will give away the pink one. Then they have a summer fun pennant, I'm sorry. So there's your pennant across the top of the book. Really, not quite interested in that. A dishcloth. Oh no, I'm showing you the coffee. It is coffee tea bookmarks, they're calling them. And then a dishcloth. So far, it's kind of, nah. Those are cute, though, the little coffee mug things. It's got a little face on it. Now, I don't know that I would call that a bookmark. I think I would call that coasters. Sailboat doily. Now, that's different. Check it out. Little sailboat on each side. No, that is cute. I like that one. Don't know that I would stop everything I'm working on at the moment and just pick it up, but okay. And then it gives you some ideas here, a whole bunch of information about using cotton, making things with cotton. Congratulations, Mandala Sparkle. Now that's a name I don't know. Stitch sampler wall hanging. All different kind of stitches in it. It's even got beads in it. Kim would like that. But not something I'm going to jump down and get doing right away. And then they have a shoreline rug. So I'm not quite sure how big this rug is. But again, that looks like something that would match that nautical line, maybe. Measurements on the rug, 22 inches by 31. Okay, it didn't look that big to me. Oh, yeah, good idea. Hang stitch markers on the wall hanging. All right. Oh, here's one. Wicker weave table runner. All right. They are using cotton. Yep. Good idea, Laura. You used leftover yarns for your stitch sampler. Perfect. Oh, that's right. This is a nautical book. It says Beach House Pillows. Those are different. 2 different designs. All right. They used cotton in those too. Plymouth Yarn Fantasy Natural. Okay. All right. And here's a plant hanger. So it reminds me of macrame, but it's crocheted. They're using the Lily sugar and cream for that. Good morning, everyone coming in. Moody Blues Table Topper. This is Cascade Yarns Paradigm. It is a cotton. Yep, that's all it is. It's cotton. Which I have not seen that color in that kind of gradient or ombre in a lot of cottons. They usually give us, the colors are not that saturated in cotton, so it's kind of got a marled look usually. And that is dark. Oh, a placemat. I'm trying to cover up the patterns, but there's a placemat. This one's done in Again, Cascade yarns. Oh, this is a cotton linen blend. Okay. Maybe not so much something hot on that one. They have an ad on the next page for Annie's, and so it doesn't give you this pattern, but look at the ad. Oh, that is so cool. All of those squares, well, they look all different to me. They look like they're all different, but they're really dark, and it's got oranges, and yeah, it's very interesting. It says Annie's Classics, and it's the Learn to Crochet ad. So the name of this is called Gothic Rose Afghan. If you want to search that out, maybe you can find a pattern somewhere for it, but I don't think it's in this book. Oh, and then a drawstring. Little purse. That's cute. This one is Lily Sugar and Cream again. Makes total sense. That is really cute. Little beads she added. Very nice. Linda thinks that's a Halloween blanket. That looked a little bit like that. Yeah. The shell stitch swan show. So you get this pattern. And they're using Shipjee's Katana super fine weight mercerized cotton. Super fine weight. Okay. How much of it does it take? Well, this ball is only 137 yards on it, and they tell you to get 13. Thanks, Tina. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. It's helping me. Oh my gosh, this one is, oh, now this is pretty. Shells by the Sea wrap, again, the nautical theme. And this, I'm thinking this in really light, almost white, but blue. And, or a sea color, like a universal young pop. Thank you so much, Mandela. That helps me. Thank you so much. All right, and then there's a scarf on this page. They're using the cottons on this one too. This scarf. Thank you so much again. This one is done in Fair Fine. Premier Yarns Cotton Fair Fine. Oh, yes. The Trade Winds Throw. They're using a Red Heart Super Saver. And so, if you can see that real close, there's shells. See the shells? Isn't that different? That is really pretty. Then they have a diamonds and shells throw on this page. So you get another blanket. Oh, this one's done in Premier Yarns Basics. Chunky, bulky. 6 balls of cream. And it's a diamond. If you want to take a screenshot of that, you might be able to get that pattern right out of that screenshot, girls. Go back later and grab it. It's done in bulky so you can see the stitches. Blooming Azalea. Lizbeth size 10 crochet cotton. Thanks, Karen. Thank you so much. I have my my froggy. Look at this one. Oh, love it. Lisbeth, size 10 crochet cotton. This one's called the Summer Floral Doily. How beautiful. That is gorgeous. You know what I like the most about it? Is the thread is so tiny. Look at that little edging. It is so pretty and so tiny. Intricate stitches. I used to make doilies for my mom for things, and I made one 28-inch span for a gun cabinet that she bought for my dad for Christmas one year. And so it draped down on the top of it. And I was working at it so hard for weeks right before Christmas. I'll never do that again. I mean, I'll make the doilies again, but I won't do it 2-3 weeks before Christmas. Another table runner. This one's called the Rippling Waters. This one is done in the size 10 crochet cotton. And you know, the deep colors in the threads, in the 10 crochet thread, that is what I remember, but not in the bigger. That is so different. Take another look at that. Isn't that different? Almost makes you think it's like a starfish or something swimming in the water. Oh, and this one. Oh my goodness. Look at the colors. This one's done in Elise Miss Batik 10 crochet cotton. Beautiful. It's called Serendipity. It looks like sherbet. The sherbet that comes in those colors. Okay, so if everybody has stayed this long and you have looked at the book and you would like to win it, Deb's going to mark the chat, and we're going to give this book away right now. You need to have a United States address. She's going to mark the chat, and you're going to put in the comments, Crochet World, to be entered in to win this magazine right now on the live. I'm going to give it away. So go ahead, Deb. What's my coffee this morning? Cinnamon snickerdoodle and a little bit of hazelnut. If you have the book, that's fine. I just figured somebody would love to have it. So I wrote a couple notes down today to talk about next week. Next week will be the ending of our sock along and the beginning of a new one. So I was toying with a hat idea, and I made a couple, and I think that's my choice. So I hope you're all going to be excited about making a hat. Go ahead and mark the chat. It's been a minute. Deb's going to mark the chat. She's going to go and count down all the people that are interested in winning the Crochet World magazine and get back to us in a moment or two with that winner. And we're just going to chit-chat about next week's make-along and a couple of things that are going on my channel. And then we'll do the D-Stash. So what I was thinking was doing a sun hat because of the time of year it is. And I love doing hats too. So I've picked out a pattern. I hope you all will like it. And we will start that sun hat next Sunday. So what I'll do is somewhere around Saturday morning, I'll put a post up that explains what we're going to be doing, and then by Sunday morning you should be able to get started on the hat and join me here on the live next Sunday. All right, well, that's what we'll do. We'll do a sun hat. I'm excited about it. Now, of course, there's going to be some bling, right? So I brought out a couple of little things that I would call bling. And I got these buttons from, I think, Walmart. Deb says it's 24 entries. And I was thinking of putting these on my sun hat. I have done this before. But they come in different colors. I got some blue ones, some purple ones. But when you get done making your hat, on the brim, you could put like little flowers or maybe some ballerina, the taffeta, or something like that. Some kind of a flower on the side of the hat. Of course, if you wanted to make one for a boy, you wouldn't want to put anything on the brim. But that's okay. Yeah, I do a lot of different kits and sets for my Etsy shop. So I've been playing with a lot of different themes. So that is one thing that you could do, like put a little bear button on it, because some of those animal buttons or butterflies, things like that, are a little bit too big to put on other things. But if you put it right in the middle, one, like using it for a sweater button is too big. But if you put one right in the brim, it's kind of cool. Deb says she has a winner for the magazine. It is Nightingale Crochet. So congratulations to her on the win of the magazine. Just send me a message to my email. Everything will be posted down below. If you are not a member over the Facebook page, which you need to be, because to do the make-alongs and post your pictures, that's all over on the Facebook page. Now, usually I do the D-stash right around halfway on the show. So we're going to get right on to it, because I know Deb has got a busy day today, and she keeps track of everything that goes on my show and then writes me a little note about it later. So today's D-stash. Deb's going to mark the chat one more time. We're going to get right to the D-stash. There are 4 skeins of this. It's an unknown blend. If you are allergic to animal fibers, please do not enter into this giveaway. Now, I say that because I can feel and I can smell that this has wool in it. How much wool, I do not know. It came in a mystery box from Kramer Yarns. And she gave me, well, it was one of the large boxes, and I got a lot of different stuff in it, but there's no labels on anything. And this is a really pretty blue color. And there are 4 of these. So what we're going to say is mystery yarn. And anybody who wants to win this mixed blended wool, write it in the chat now. Mystery yarn, and Deb and I are going to pull a winner for these 4 skeins of this. So this is a D-stash today. I have got to get some of this yarn moved. So I'm figuring, what the heck, might as well put it in here on the live. So if you'd like to win, write mystery yarns now, and Deb is going to mark the chat in a minute, and we will also have another drawing for that. Has everybody seen what Claire's been wearing? Yesterday on the live, I showed it. I showed this beautiful knitted capelet that I made from the Outlander book that I bought last year. Yeah, it was, I had it on there probably about 3 or 4 weeks. I had it on my needles. Go ahead and mark the chat, Deb, and we'll get that giveaway done. Yeah, so I knitted it, put it on Claire, and just let it sit there and didn't say anything. And then yesterday I brought it out and showed everybody. That is the Gathering Cape. Can't wait till season 6 comes out. And I also was talking about that cape, and I said I have to make some more. So I had found I had 2 of these buttercreams and that colorway, and I think that would make a pretty one of those. What do you guys think? Oh, Evelyn, that's great. She says that I'm the only live that she comes to. That is so cool. So I was thinking about using this, but I might have to buy another one. It is an acrylic polyamide mix with 21% wool in it. And it's called Angel Hair. And it has 110 yards in it. So I'm thinking it will be close. It will be very, very close. But look at that. And the halo is awesome. I think that I should definitely make one out of this. And then Kim and I were talking after the live yesterday about it. And she said, you know, if you made one in the white, which I was thinking about making one in the white for a Christmas one, down on the edge, I could do 1 row of green eyelet across the bottom and let it stand out for Christmas. This buttercream is sold at Joann's. And they had, online, they had, I think, 7 colors. Black and white marl, white, this one, which is called beige, and I think they had an orange or a rust color in cream one. And Karen started doing that same capelet. As you can see, she said that she's still working on it. She bought some I gifted her some Sweet Delight in the bulky, and it's a gray and white, and it's discontinued, and it's going to run short a little bit. And I think that if anybody has any, yes, you're right, Steve, it's very hard to frog these. But, you know, I've used this before, and I made a lot of stuff with it. And I don't think that this one frogs hard. I think it's okay. I think this one is okay. It is 2 real heavy strands twisted just right with a little bit of halo. And so if anybody even has any of that Sweet Delight bulky in the gray colorway, maybe Karen will tell us the colorway. That would be nice. So Lori says I should make one in a cranberry color with a white trim. It'd be fun for Christmas also. Well, you know, there are some, I have Premier Everyday in a really nice cranberry, but I also have hand-dyed. I have hand-dyed cranberry that, you know, that would be a good idea. I don't know if I have it in bulky, but could do the large and make a smaller one. So the winner is Kathy Ann for the D-Stash yarn today. So congratulations to Kathy Ann. All right. So I'm going to do one more surprise. It's Sweet Delight Chunky in Gray Multi. That is a skein we are looking for. If anybody knows or has a skein of that, you can always email me or message me on Messenger and let me know that you have found one. It was discontinued by Hobby Lobby. It's a Yarn Bee yarn, right? Sweet Delight. It's a Yarn Bee. And it was discontinued, I think, 2 years ago. So it was in the clearance. So I have one more giveaway. Are you ready? I know you're excited. I decided to take one of each of these trims and put them in the end of the live today. That way, when you're doing these crazy make-alongs with me, if you happen to be a winner, you will have 3 different trims to pick from. I appreciate it if you check your stash. And so one more time, Deb, mark that chat, and we're going to say anyone who wants to try and win these trims, just write the word trim in after she marks the chat. She hasn't marked it yet. I know she probably packing her stuff, leaving. Come on, Deb. One more time. Waiting for you. Hang on, there she goes. Okay, now write the word trim, and you can be entered in winning all three of these trims. I'm going to send them out to you guys, so one of you will be able to make baby items with some trim on it like I do. That'll be fun. Today is the day of the live giveaways, because I'm going to do one last one before we are done. And so if anytime that you feel you want to help me out with some shipping costs, you can always hit the super chat and send me a super chat. So that way I have something to fall back on to send out all these packages. All right, so it's been a minute, and we're going to have Deb mark the chat one more time. Actually, she's going to have to do it again, right? And then she will go back and she will tell us who won that one. When I don't have a lot of content to talk about, I pick things out and decide to give them away. Tabitha's Treasures wants to know if you I don't have a lot of stuff made up, if that's what you mean. All right, Deb has marked the chat. And I can't make a lot of things for donations because I work full time, so I don't know. She's probably talking to somebody else. I probably should stop reading the chat. Anyway, Deb marked the chat, so she's going to let us know who is the winner of these 3 trim balls. And in the meantime, we are going to open up the chat. Thank you, Ravini. Thank you so much for that. Thank you so much. We're going to open up the chat now to ask me anything within reason. And so that way the rest of the show I will be reading the chat. So if you've been hanging around long enough, you know that most of the time on Sundays, I put up a weekly, I guess it's an update in my Facebook page, and it tells all of the crazy stuff that went on or that is going on at the moment, and it will update you weekly. So if you're ever looking around saying like, what's going on, or you're brand new over there, just hit the announcements tab, and only announcements will show up, and you can read through. There's about 13 of them. Some of them are on there all the time, like rules and yeah, so you want to read that and sign that. And different kind of I'm guessing that maybe Karen found some yarn already. I don't know. Oh, Teresa was talking to Hope. All right, great. What knitting needles do I love the best when I'm knitting? When I first started, I was thinking I would buy a good set. So I asked around, and my friend Kim suggested the Chai-Gu to me. And when you're brand new, the Chai-Gu are fast. And what I mean is they move in the yarn so fast, it's hard for a new knitter. So therefore, I didn't love them at first. But after a year of knitting, now I'm like, oh yeah, she's right, the Chai-Gu. So you've got to use something that does give you back friction when you are a new knitter. Otherwise, you're going to drop stitches and you're going to get frustrated because you want to be able to do the movements, not the yarn and the needles are moving and you're like, wait. But so anyway, they are the favorites right now are Knit Picks and Chai-Gu. Do you know of any variegated yarn that is like feels like hurts? I'm not sure what was going on there. I know you're congratulating Brenda Young for winning the trims. How do I know of, or do I know of any variegated yarn that is like feels like hurts? I think she's feels like butter, possibly. That is so soft. You're going to be looking for a polyester. Definitely are. But a lot of the polyesters are velvet feels to them. I might have to get back to you on that one. How do I find time for weekly videos and make-alongs while working full-time? Well, Chara, the reason why I find time is because I used to work two over 30 hours a week jobs. So I worked, those two jobs kept me so busy, I didn't have time to crochet. So now that I'm only working one of them, one full-time job, I have my evenings to myself, which I never did. And my weekends I have to myself, which I never did. So that is what happened. I was able to plug in my crochet as my part-time job. Baby Rainbow is very, very soft. Yes, it is, but it is not variegated. It was in solids only. It is wonderful. Doreen says, how long have I been knitting and crocheting? I am a new knitter and I like wood needles. And yes, new knitter. I've been knitting for 1 year, a little over 1 year. I really do like the wood needles, especially when some of the yarns that I'm using are very silky, and the wood needles help with that. As far as crocheting, I started crocheting when I was 9 with my grandmother. So you can do the math. It's been a while. All right, Jacoba, take care. I'll talk to you later. I do want to do one more giveaway before we leave. So, Deb, please mark the chat one more time. And the blue bracelet was won. So I would like to give away the pink one. So if you would like to win this piece of jewelry, after Deb marks the chat, we're going to go ahead and give away the pink one. Just write pink in the comments and you can be entered into the pink bracelet giveaway. So go ahead, Deb, mark the chat one more time. Frida. Okay, you can write in pink now. Knitting for 3 months. Yes, you will get more confident of your movements and it will become natural, just like crochet. So you will be able to use different needles. Where did I buy Miss Claire? Well, we had a Macy's in our mall. And our mall is in a very small town. And a lot of the stores were being, the rent was very high, but they didn't have a lot of traffic. So they closed the Macy's. And when they did, they advertised that all of their displays were going to be sold. And I thought, wonder if they have a mannequin. Crazy me, right? So I went over there and people were telling me they had all kinds of glass displays and mannequins were all being sold. Well, you know, mark the chat, Deb. It's been a minute. I figured, well, how maybe they have one. So there was Claire. That was the only mannequin left when I got there. And she weighs a ton. If I go and move her around and her arm becomes disjointed and it falls on me, it'll break my foot. She's that really heavy plaster craft. So yeah, that's why I don't move her much. She has a metal bar that goes up inside of her, and that base is really heavy. And so she's really heavy to move around. So yeah, it was quite the fiasco of getting her out to my car. No. Deb's going to go back and let us know who won the pink bracelet today. And any other questions? Any other crazy questions? And she ended up being $30. However, they have told me that you can get a reasonable mannequin like her that's very inexpensive at Walmart online. And I'm sure that I've seen them on Amazon too, but I didn't think they were really cheap. I thought they were quite expensive. Frida just got one. Oh. So Karen, did you match up with somebody to find that yarn bee? I was thinking I missed that. Bye, Stephen. Thank you very much for stopping in. Yeah, you're right. Melissa says she got hers at Hobby Lobby. Well, I wouldn't know that because I don't have a Hobby Lobby. Maybe someday. Mandela Sparkle says she got one at Walmart too. So, yep. Go ahead, Karen. Over to Christi's swap shop. It is in the announcements tab. Scroll down, find it, put in I would like to trade post for anyone who has that yarn bee, because you never know. And there were 28 entries in the bracelet. That's a lot of people. Thank you. So everybody that is doing the make-alongs, don't forget, I will be drawing a winner next Sunday. So you have all week to finish up your socks. Any more questions on the socks, just let me know. And Kathy Ann won the bracelet. All right. All right. Female mannequin link is there. Thank you, Kim. You know, they say that a lot of people write reviews on things, but anybody can write a review. They can even write a review on something they didn't even buy. So you gotta take that with a grain of salt, right? Congratulations on winning, all the winners today. Thank you so much for joining me. And like I said, now you have a whole week to do your socks. Grab the pattern and make your socks up, and check out that really cool heel. And we're talking about adapting this pattern and doing an adult size. Not sure that we can do it, but we might be able to. And then next Sunday, we will start making a sun hat. I have a pattern picked out. I have a couple made already. And one of the things that you can do is find a cotton blend, a 3 or a 4. I would like to use something that's in the cotton blend because of the fact that it's summertime, and it helps with, you don't want to wear something acrylic in the sun. So will be a cotton blend. All right. Have a wonderful day, everybody. Thanks for coming in. And patience gets you a project. Take care, everybody. I'll talk to you next week. Bye now.